Alright, so yeah, we're in Tower of Thinglers. By the way, I'm gonna show just the floors of the locations. I'm not gonna actually like do the entire Tower of Thinglers, for example. I'm not showing myself doing all 9 floors or all 10 floors to get here. So yeah. Anyways, let's get to this. So we got the first location, technically the hardest one. I'm going from the hardest location to the easiest location, as I already said. So yeah. Anyways, the first location of Tower of Thinglers. This one's very easy to find, as you don't really have to do any like puzzles to get there. You just have to get to floor 10. You pretty much have to get to the last jump, except instead of jumping to the final jump, you just simply walked over here. And in this case, the present's actually here. So yeah, this is how I actually obtained the present. Yeah, the Tower of Thinglers location. So yeah, I'm all decked out with the presents. So yeah, got all 4. Ooh, we got a lag spike. It's not funny. I'm currently uploading the how to find every ring 1 present location video, so it's kind of might be a little bit laggy. So yeah, that's the first location. Very easy, probably one of the easiest ones, except it's the most difficult to get their like skill base. So yeah, it's the first location, very easy. Now I'm gonna try to beat this tower. If I fail this jump, I'm actually oh. I had to do that. So yeah, that's the first location, and unlike Thanos Tower, where I failed the 1x7 stick out, and then lost the run, actually beat it. So yeah, first location, very easy. And yeah, now let's get to locations that are more likely to actually be going to, because, I don't know, unless you're very skilled at the game, you're going to that location. So yeah, let's go to Tower of Zesplus to do that location next. Alright, so it's Tower of Zesplus time. So, this location is actually not too bad, but it's also not the best. Like, you gotta pretty much get to floor 4 of this tower, so you get to experience one, like, really bad part, but yeah. Pretty much, it involves this jump. It involves this shove. Basically, you gotta get shoved on the right side of it, so you gotta kind of want to do the jump when it's on the left side. So you gotta time your momentum jump. So if you have, like, one of these items, I'd recommend using them. You don't need it, but I mean, I don't usually use them, but I'll use them this time. Basically, you gotta get hit by the shover to go towards the wall over there. Just gotta have a decent timing, kind of like that. And anyways, once you get hit by the shover, you're gonna fall all the way down the floor, which is what you want. Head mute. But yeah, you want to get hit by the shover that goes to the wall right there, so you can get hit by it, and then you're gonna get sent down all the way to floor 1. Now that's good, because what you want to do is you're gonna land somewhere right here. You want to kind of you're gonna want to walk towards the beginning. Do not restart. But you see this like obstacle, so you kind of want to start the gameplay. After like this thing, so this like middle pillar thing, you'll notice that on the side that's towards the closest frame wall, you'll notice a little opening. And because you got hit by that shover at the right spot, like it pushing you to the right, you spawn this push box right here. Now, by the way, you actually push it towards the wall. Just walk towards the wall on top of the push box and just move forward. You'll be able to push it off. But yeah, anyways, you get this special push box. What you want to do is you'll see, like, right after pushing it, if you look all the way over there to push it out, you immediately look towards the wall, kind of like pushing it towards this way instead of towards that way. You'll notice about right there, there's like a little button thing, so you just want to push the push box to hit that button. When you do that, you'll notice that a bit of this wall unlocks. You'll be able to push it through. And yeah, by the way, the present location's right here. So at this point, it gets very easy. So yeah, you just gotta kind of push this like what you did on floor 3. So just kind of push it out of the way. You just gotta be able to push it so it just kind of gets out of the way. It doesn't really matter how you do this, gotta get it out of the way. Just kind of like push out of the way. Just find a way to do that. Yeah, this is good enough. I don't know, just get it far enough out of the way so you can squeeze this through. And once you hit that button, you unlock the locations. Yeah, not too bad of a location, but not the best either. Just, yeah, it took me a few tries to get to there because I kept failing the same section on floor 3. Also, that's a cool number. But yeah, anyways, yeah, that's the Tower of Zesplus location. Now let's go to Tower of Really Nasty Ideas for 2 locations. Yeah, these 2 towers, 2 artist towers, well, besides the Citadel, because obviously the Citadel's not going to have location. And I looked at it, the Citadel doesn't seem to have location. I'm not surprised. If it does, oh, I don't know, but yeah. You'll see a section of the video where actual location, but yeah. That's how it does post location. Now let's go on the Tower of Really Nasty Ideas for those locations. So yeah, let's go there. Alright, so it's time for the Tower of Really Nasty Ideas. So this one has 2 locations, and you might want a guide for especially the second one. So the first one, it's not too bad. You're never gonna pass floor 2, but you do pretty much go through a lot of floor 1. So yeah, you do the initial part of floor 1 legit, so you do what you normally do. You just gotta pretty much do that floor normally. Not much to say. This location is actually pretty decent. So yeah, you just gotta climb this mountain, this spearmint mountain. I don't know. I'm trying to name a mint flavor because this is like a mint color. But yeah, just do that, and then pretty much good until you get that ball, because you do need this. So yeah, when you do that first section shit, you want to get the button from the outside, and that's what kind of activates the ability to get this present location. So you do need this. You really need this right here. So yeah. By the way, I don't know if I've said this yet, but you can't use boost items to get any of the presents. So you do have to do these legit. That's why I'm doing all the locations legit. So yeah, anyways, you want to get this button, and please don't fail this area. I don't think you're quite soft locked, but yeah. And now you're not. So this tower becomes, well, it's safety net. But yeah, once you get this button, you have to get this again. And then you have to bring it to that right there. So as you see, when you go forward like this on the left, you'll go out and you'll go one down, and you'll see this little open area. You have to get this ball, and you have to put it in the hole so you can access an outside part, which is what you need it for. So yeah. Now you're double safety netted in this, I guess. I don't know. It's good to do some of these towers with the present location, especially sort of laptop loading, because that kind of makes it safety. Anyways, you want to put this here, and then you just kind of like get it through. You hit this question mark button, which unlocks this push box section. So push out, you look to the right, you'll see this. You got to push this here. Try not to lose it. It would really suck because I'm pretty sure you'd have to restart your entire run if you were wanting to do this. But yeah, anyways, you just got to get here, and then once it's here, you just jump on the ball and then just do this simple gameplay. Please don't fail this, especially if you're on like a tower rush. That's actually not a bad idea to do this in the tower rush because you unlock a ton of locations and you might be a tower rush. But yeah, anyways, you need to hit this morpher, and I gotta use the same words over and over again. I don't know why I say the same words over and over again, but yeah. Once you hit that morpher, you can unlock that present button. It's gonna go all the way over here, and you gotta bring this all the way over there. And then you just have to do this. These locations are worth doing it. I'm doing all the locations because I want to, and I'm kind of recording this for God and whatnot. And I was looking for the present, but this literally had to be on the first location I was looking for. So yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for the second part, which I hope it's probably not going to release for like another 5 days. I don't know. I got a feeling it's not releasing till like Christmas or when the event actually releases. But yeah, once you get that into there, which is a very easy push box, you got to go all the way to floor 2 now. Floor 2 shouldn't take too long to get to because, well, you did most of the game. Also, why am I like smacking my lips like that? It's kind of annoying. Yeah, you gotta finish off one. Floor 1's pretty easy to finish. Floor 1's not too long of tower. Too long of tower. I need to learn how to speak properly. But yeah, I gotta stop saying that too. So just gotta do this, do these conveyors, and before you go to floor 2, you just gotta walk to the left. Like literally right before you do the head hitter, you gotta walk on the left. As you'll see this platform. You just walk on it, walk all the way to here, jump up onto this. Then you reach your first present location. So yeah, this is the first location. Tower Really Nasty is. It's a cool location. It's not too bad doing. So yeah, Now we gotta do the second location, which requires you to get to floor 4. So let's get to floor 4, which will take a minute. So I'm going to do a cut to get there right about now. So in about 2 seconds. Alright, so on floor 4 now. You have to be in a very specific spot on floor 4, but you don't have to worry about like missing the button until this button. So yeah, once you get to the timed button on floor 4, that's when you know you're starting to get close to it. So you want to do it pretty much normally for a little bit until you get to this specific platform right here. It's right before a cylinder, so you kind of want to get towards the front. And then you want to start spamming your corner flip keys. So do whatever you normally do for corner flipping, and you kind of just want to like try to like corner flip when the spinner arrives. So spinner's gonna arrive and just spam corner flip, move around if you have to a little bit. You just have to spam corner flip. Eventually, you're gonna hit it. Well, you really don't want to move around. You just want to be at the correct specific spot on that platform. That's why I went to the button, because the the timed button is you just go to there and then it's very shortly after. So it's actually a very good spot. Yeah, essentially you just got to corner flip, and we're gonna try this again. I'm not very consistent at this, so you just want to be at this platform, move around a little bit per each one until you get this one. This one's not too bad, it's rather easy. It's kind of a little luck based because it could just miss it, but yeah. Anyways, it finally happened, and the present's here, so yeah. I gotta stop doing that. But yeah, that's the second location, and that's pretty much all I have. So yeah, how did you find this? I knew where the location was. And then when you want to leave, you just simply do that corner flip and you get sent back to floor 4. That's how it really has to do this. That's 2 locations. Those are the 2 locations. I find them. And now it's time for Tower of Extreme Dystopia and to escape the remorseless difficulty after this. So like really after this and maybe Tower of Ultimately Terrifying, determining how easy that is. The locations are going to be pretty easy to find after this, but they might be a bit more difficult puzzle-wise. So yeah, let's do Tower of Extreme Dystopia now. Alright, Tower of Extreme Dystopia. It's got 1 location. It's worth finding if you know where it is because it's really short, as most of what you need is on floor 3. But there is one thing you need to get on floor 2. So early on, you'll see these spikes. You have to pass the spikes, and then right when you pass the spikes, you gotta go above them. As right when you go above them, you'll see that there's this like transparent part, like just slightly visible part. You'll see this button you have to hit, and then you'll see some kill brick spinner thing, which indicates that you have to go all the way to floor 3. So yeah, you just go to floor 3 normally, except for that one button. And I seem to have fallen to the very end of one, so yeah. Getting that button unlocks what button you need, and then you have to like push a push box, and then you have to get a timed one. Then you have to get one more button, and then you have to go all the way down to floor 1. It's not as complicated as it sounds, but it still can be difficult to find. I'm surprised this got found. It's actually kind of hidden pretty well. I mean, I wasn't able to find it, but I'm not a good person at finding presents, as I don't even know if I found all the locations in Ring 1. I found like 22, but there could be more, there could be less. But by the way, this is not the one that you need to go on. This is the floor 2, so yeah, this is floor 3 though, so yeah. You never have to really pass floor 3, but I do recommend going to floor 4 to get back to here. As you see right here, there's a button, and pressing it will unlock that, and that's the present button you need. So going up here, you'll see this tiny button. You do need to get that button so you can get that, but there's nothing for there to go on except a push box, which is what the purpose of the next buttons are to get. So yeah, you want to aim to jump to that corner right there. So when this arrives, you want to jump on, jump off, and then quickly aim for this corner. You got to jump pretty much immediately. You saw how quickly I jumped. It's fast. Once you get that, you just want to push box in, get a button, so then you have to time getting back onto this, and then jump off. Then you're pretty much good for a while. And then you have this, you just hold W. And then you have one final spinner to do. This one can be a little bit difficult if you do not have a consistent method for it. Thankfully, I do, even though I think it's just muscle memory at this point. But yeah, instead of continuing on, you want to go to the left, up, and push this through this transparent area, which unfortunately you might be able to go through it. What you want to do is you want to either find a way to go through it, which is what I would recommend by just download dance clipping, or do like a couple unsafe jumps. You get to floor 4, and by the way, this does nothing. It's like a red herring or something. I don't know. It tricked me a lot in Tower Killjoys. I think there was intentionally some. But instead of going on to floor 4, you want to drop down to there and you want to hit that timed button that I just showed. Hold up, I do something. You have a touch screen, so like when I touch, I can kind of move my cursor like that. But yeah, and you see that location. You hit this. Oh look, you can magically get that one, and you have 8 seconds to get that one. So you want to be very quick. So you want to go quickly, hit the button. I'm gonna go here, quickly wrap around here, flick off, jump to here, wrap all the way around, jump up, make sure you hit the button, and then you get to go all the way to here. And since you're on floor 1, you just go here and you don't fall anymore. But as you can see, there's this magical part that wasn't there. So yeah, fall all the way to floor 1, and you want to kind of go towards this. Fall down. Just make sure to go towards the wall. Make sure you're on the left side, not the right side, or whatever this side is. The side that's closer to Tower of Wanting extra levels. You want to be on the side that's closer to that tower. But anyways, you want to go to the wall. You want to go in between these two parts. You'll see this. You want to jump through, and you'll find the present location. So that's Tower of Extreme Dystopia. It's rather easy location if you know how to do it. You can get there relatively quickly. So if you're super hopping, I'd recommend checking out, especially even if you haven't had any of the present. So yeah. By the way, I do recommend checking out as many locations as possible. It increases your chance of finding this present. And somebody in this, and if you do find it, just if you do find this present, just save the location of the present. Other people could use it, but you don't really have to. Plus, as soon as you get the presents, you're not going to care anyways. So yeah, up next is this tower. Tower of Ultimately Terrifying. And to get to this, you have to get to floor 2. So meet you guys at floor 2 to get the Tower of Ultimately Terrifying challenge, which isn't too difficult, but you do have to get a tiny bit far in the tower. You'll see what I mean. Floor 2. So yeah, it took me a few tries to figure it out, but we got there in the end. So you want to get to this right here, and then you have to just kind of flip this up and down. You want to be like towards the middle, kind of like do what I'm doing right here. Build up some momentum with this. Make it so it can go really high up. And then you want to get towards the edge of this, and when it's at its highest point, you saw that there was an invisible platform and a push box. You want to hit that push box spawner and make sure you hit that, because if you go to floor 3, the floor you need to get to, because of that's where the push box is actually going to be spawned at. You're going to have to restart the tower because you can't get back to floor 2. Yeah, you got to get this as high as you can and make sure you hit it. What I do is I'll just get as high as I can. And yeah, you want to be up here. You want to make sure you hit it. And then after that, you just kind of get to floor 3 normally. So you just do the normalness. I'm not really going to do a cut to floor 3. I've done this for a lot, and the muscle memories kind of arrived back. So I'm just going to do this the normal way. So yeah. After that, you're going to find like you're going to push it into like a little bit of an outside area. That's going to like have this like push box thing that you're going to have to do, which is going to get you a button, which will access the present location, which is on floor 4. Yeah, floor 4 isn't too far. It could still take a few attempts to get there, so just, I don't know. You can do this location if you want. It would take maybe 5 minutes. I think it's just worth checking out once, though, because it's going to take a while, unless you were really good at this tower and you like it, but you do you. Check out the location, don't check out the location, doesn't matter what you do. I'm just showing how to get to the location, because you might want to get here. You want to maximize your chances for getting these presents, as you can't just camp in the location. It's very different from last year, and I've got mixed opinions on it. But yeah, on floor 3 now, and this is where you're gonna find the push box locations. You're gonna go out and you're gonna immediately see them to your left. And you're also going to see a little bit of an opening, so you want to push this, and yes, it is 2 push boxes. They're also connected too, so yeah. Just want to push them out here. You're going to notice this, so you just got to push them up here. And then you'll see two of these. Wow, I am lagging a lot. Hopefully the lag isn't permanent. I don't want to have to restart my computer. But yeah, you'll see this. You just want to push one of these down off this hole. And then you just kind of want to do this push box section. Please don't let it fall over. Because if it does, you're going to have to restart your run. So yeah, you just got to do this. It's a very simple push box, nothing too difficult. Then yeah, get this unstuck. I can't believe I got that stuck. Then you got to hit both of those. I don't know. But you want to hit those, and now you got to go all the way to 4-4. Yeah. And try not to fall off here. You can't corner flip back in, so pretty much. Basically, you now got to get to the outside of 4-4. So I'm actually going to commentate on this tower because, it's not too difficult. It's not too difficult, but it's not too bad. You just got to watch mediocre commentaries on it, and it should be fine. Yeah, there's an invisible platform right there. You got to jump on, and you have to, like, do some weird stuff. Yeah, this is a trap tower. It's pretty difficult, actually. I don't seem to be able to do it right now. Yeah, you can see I don't do a cut on this tower because, well, yeah, I'm just gonna do a cut. I'll see you at 4-4 outside. So once you get to 4-4, 4-3 is actually rather short floor. I could have done it, but I felt for like a really long time. So yeah, when you get to 4-4, you want to get to the outside. You don't want to skip the outside. You actually want to initially like get outside. So yeah, it's very quickly on the 4-4, and then you just want to do some simple jumps, and you'll see the present location. It's right there. It's rather quick. You can do the location if you want. It's kind of short, but if you don't like know any of the traps, you're gonna be just doing this for a while. So I recommend just knowing how to get to 4-4, and then this is gonna be a worth doing challenge. So yeah, that's Tower of Ultimately Terrifying. It's not too bad of location. It's not the best either. It's that. So yeah, that's Tower of Ultimately. Now it's time for Tower of Wanting Extra Levels, and whatever locations are in there. So yeah, so Tower of Wanting Extra Levels now. Alright, we're in Tower of Wanting Extra Levels. So you want to get to 4, you want to just pass the maze pretty much on this weird outside section. So you want to get the balloon, but you'll notice there's like a faint button up there that's like right there. You got to get. So you have to do that. You have to immediately get this. You have to like immediately start flying towards it. You have to somehow get high enough to reach it, which I think I did. I'm gonna hope I did because if I didn't, that's gonna be a sad day. But yeah, I'm gonna check the recording on that. Make sure I actually hit the button because I failed a lot with that. I mean, you want to hit that button. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Just kind of like hope you can hit the button. You just want to get the balloon. Immediately starts flying towards there. Rise up, hit the balloon. Try not to hit the balloon on the top thing. I don't know. Like that, but just make sure you hit the button. And then you got to go all the way to floor 3. So you have to corner flip back in. And then you see this right here. You got to walk around that. That's take it back in the tower. So yeah, check the recording. Make sure I actually hit the button. And then I'll meet you guys at floor 3 where you have to get the other button. And then that'll be pretty much the location. I need to add this to know. By the way, when you do hit the button, it does glow. So I actually did hit the button somehow. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, now I'm actually going to meet you at floor 3 this time where the button's located. I just thought I'd add that in because, well, it's kind of important to know whether you hit the button. So if you don't know if you hit the button, just check to make sure it's glowing up. I don't know if you can see it on floor 1. You probably can, but if this appears to be like a golden like that, you've hit the button. So yeah, just thought I'd get that out there. Okay, so we're on floor 3 now. Now what you want to do is you want to get to the push box section, and I don't know, you can do the push box section. Well, I'm gonna do it right now. So yeah, you want to get to the push box section, which is like perfect because that's where the button is exactly located. So you can do the push box. I did it. Please don't fall in. You'll get soft lock. So it's right here, like right when you go in. You just go in and it's right here. You see a little bit of transparent. You can go in. You want to get the push box because it's really easy, guys. You can jump on the spinner right here, jump through, and then you gotta go all the way down to floor 1. And it's right here, floor on the present location. If you're somehow able to glitch in pool, but you probably got a present thing, so yeah. You'll jump down, you'll go to the side, I don't know, the thinner side, the one that's got near this. You'll see this little opening, and present location will be right here. So that's how wanting extra levels. location. That's Tower wanting extra levels. So now it's time to go to Tower of Absolute Vexation. So let's go over to Tower of Absolute Vexation to check out those locations. So let's go to this tower right here. I can't do these outros very well. I'm never making that sound ever again. Alright, so we're in Tower of Absolute Vexation, Tower of Absolute Vexation. And we're on floor 7, so I'm doing the location at the top first, so it's just easier to record stuff as. There's a location like on floor 1, and there's also a location like on floor 10, pretty much. So yeah, to get the location to the top, as the tower has 2 locations, you want to get to floor 7, you want to get to the break room. So it's fairly on floor 7, you'll see it. And then you want to find this little secret. So if you know, there's a little secret basically like on the right like corner on this sign, you'll see this little part which you can squeeze through, and then you'll see Luigi. But you know something different about Luigi? There's a different color behind him, so you can actually phase through that. And then you gotta find a little bit of an exit. So if you just do a little looking, you'll quickly see, after hugging the wall, that there will be this gameplay. Preferably want to be towards the side that has the frame that's the furthest away from the visible frame. Eventually you'll come across this, and then you have some simple gameplay. Simple gameplay, it's like actually rather difficult and nerve-wracking. Because failing this would likely put you back to the start. No, guaranteed you pretty much lose all your progress. And then you'll get this button, and then you have to do it all the way back. Doesn't matter what graphics you use, it's very easy to see. But yeah, just be very careful with this gameplay. Oh, I did not read that. Oh, I did not read that right. But I somehow made it. But yeah, once you're done with that gameplay, you don't have to do it ever again unless you restart your run. So please don't have to restart your run. But yeah, anyways, after this, you have to get all the way to floor 10. Pretty much the end of floor 10, right before those, but you'll see what I mean. So let's go all the way to pretty much the end of 10. So got a little bit of a gameplay to get going to. Alright, so on floor 10, as you can see, I'm towards the end. I was at the beginning, but kind of messed up that recording. But yeah, the second to last spinner, like the final normal spinner, because these aren't normal, of the tower is the spinner that you need. And then like after you get your button, you go down there. But it's kind of like Tower of Rage. You gotta get kind of far away, far enough away where you can see the arrow. You gotta find which when you need. You gotta just be as far away as you can. Just have to hope for it. Seems to be this platform is what is needed, so just keep an eye on it. Yeah, it's got arrows. They're on the sides. Basically, it's this one right here. You just have to keep your eye on it. I believe it's this one right here. So you want to jump on, and then you want to jump down in the middle. And then you'll get your button. So yeah, you got to make sure it's the spinner that has arrows. So try to keep your counts as best you can. Or it's probably better to like go like early on these spinners so you'd be able to track. I don't know. It's kind of difficult. I don't really recommend this last location just because it's kind of difficult. Anyways, once you get that, you want to jump down onto here. You want to jump down this cylinder so you can jump down, and then you can go on this. You want to be on top of this wall, and then you want to go towards the frame that's far away from the visible one. And you'll have a present location, which actually has the present. So that's nice. So that's the first location, really. And now we're going to do the third one, which is very similar, except you got to go pretty much to 3. I fell too far. But you got to use this spinner to your advantage. So you want to get kind of far away, but you want to be on floor 3 or above. Preferably you want to be kind of like, I don't know, right there, but as you see, there's a slight arrow. This isn't really the best spot. I fell a little too far. You can try to go back, but you got to find the arrow. You have to keep track of it, and then you have to go on top of that specific spinner, and then you have to hit a button, which then you go to floor 1 to find the location. It's similar to the one up there, except you only need one button, and it's way lower. So this location, I'd rather have this one be recommended to you, but you can do the other location. I'd recommend checking out all the locations. I'd recommend checking it out at least once, because why not? It's good to check out all the present locations. Have a chance, but yeah, you want to be kind of like towards floor 3. As you see, there's an arrow. I'm gonna keep track of it. It's this one right here. You want to jump on it, and then you just want to jump in the center. So yeah, just kind of keep track. You want to do kind of what you want to be towards right there a lot because you see the arrow easily and you'll be able to quickly jump down to it. Once you do that, you'll see these two arrows right here, which indicate that you have to jump right down to there. So on this block thing. And then you'll find your second location. I recommend this one a lot more because it's just easier to get to. So yeah, it's Tower of Absolute Vexation. Not the best person locations. The one closer to the one that's on 4-1 is a bit better. So yeah, now that that's done, every location challenging through intent, challenging through remorseless challenging through insane has been discovered. Unless I missed some, then remind me in the comments. So yeah, those are the hardest locations to find. Some of them aren't too bad, but those are for like if you're extra skilled or you just want to check out locations. Now these are locations you're likely to from like Tower of Yearning Success down to Tower of Zero Destruction. So yeah, let's do this one next. Tower of Yearning Success. Alright, so this isn't really like a part, this is like a halfway part of this, but you have to get something to get a button which is located on floor 5. Located about right here, about floor 6. And you notice that there's a pink section with a pink gun that you use. Yeah, you gotta get all the way to there in order to get this. So let's get there. By the way, I thought I would show that just because I wanted to just show like where you would have to shoot paintball gun because it could be a little bit confusing. Also, I recommend using T-pose for this part, even though you don't really need it. But yeah, let's go to where you actually need to go to get everything now. I just thought I would show that. Thought it'd be a little important. All right, now we're at the location that we need. So you need to get about to the end of floor 6 right before this cat thing, and you have to get the paintball gun. Targets certain buttons, like this one right here. It means this, but so yeah. Since you know where this is located, you just gotta shoot towards it in first person. It's gonna glow up when you hit it, so it's actually rather easy. And now you don't really need that anymore. What you have to do now is you have to go do what I do. You have to fall down. You have to go kind of like to the push box room, except you have to go outside. So you really want to fall on the floor 5, and then you want to get to this outside. And then you'll see this gameplay and the present button. You want to jump onto this, and you kind of want to go towards it. And after that, you have some rather simple gameplay. You don't really need the graphics, but it would be slightly, as you see. It doesn't matter. It's very easy gameplay. Then once you get one, you got to get back inside. Just hit a kill brick, pretty much. And then you got to go all the way down to here at the 4-5, and then you have to go on this teleporter thing until eventually you will get teleported to the right location. You'll see these arrow things, and as you see, you see these like color things. It indicates that you need to go on the teleporter thing. So continue doing that until eventually you will get teleported. What the? That's not important. Oh my god! Just kind of wait on it. Oh, I saw it. Yeah, eventually you're gonna get it. I don't know. It takes a while. Yeah, there it is. So it can take a while. You just have to kind of keep doing that until eventually you get that. But yeah, that's the present location for this. It's not that bad of a location. It's kind of mid, in my opinion, because it's like it is actually a good location to find. Like all these present locations are good to find. I think some of them are really well made. No, I don't want to say like locations bad. Just like oh, it's like making those. I don't know. I didn't make the present locations. Why did I say that? I did not make present locations. I'm not a part of the JToH staff team. I'm not. I'm just an average JToH player. As you can see, I played this game live with 300 towers beaten. Yeah, it's like some locations are just easier to access than others. So if you want to find locations that are easy and quick, that's what I'm kind of basing it off. So locations that take a while, I'd recommend checking those out like once or twice. But the locations that you want to find out to really get presents and stuff, those are the ones I recommend like doing, like the ones that are like easier and cleaner to get, just because it's like if you really want to get the present, you want to find locations that are easiest to get as your server hop. So that's what I mean by it. I don't want to mean any harm with it. So yeah, that's Tower of Yearning Success. Let's go to Tower of Contractual Obligations. A tower that not too many people play, surprisingly. So let's go to that tower. Alright, the Tower of Contractual Obligations. It has one single location. It's on floor 5. It's for that spinner. Also, why is that spinner really fast? I don't remember the spinner being that fast. But yeah, the first thing you need to do is get to floor 2. And very early on floor 2, you'll notice a little bit of a safety net thing. What you have to do is you got to get to this corner right here. And then you have to do a reverse header. As you'll see, once you go to this corner, you see a little bit of a... You'll see a barely visible platform. You just jump down, use the button. And that's what you do. Now you gotta go like really far up. I don't know exactly what floor it is. I should know this, but you gotta get to a really far floor. So I'll meet you at the floor pretty much where you have to go, and then it's pretty much straightforward from there. So yeah, let's go to the very far floor. I do not know what floor it is, because I don't really count floors. So yeah, I'll see you at that floor. Alright, so you gotta get to floor 7. So I figured out the floor, it's floor 7, and you have to get about like midway to late 7. It's not too bad, but you'll see it's like kind of like in this like enclosed safety net area. So yeah, it's right after these kill brick cylinders. So you pass the cylinders, you have to jump down, and then you'll go onto this safety net area, which is what you need to go. So you have to do the safety net. Let's see this. I don't see any pointers. I don't know. You gotta get far, and then you have to go to a specific spot. Why do I not know what specific spot this is? It's right there. Yeah, you gotta get like about like right. Oh my gosh, this is all going wrong, but you have to get to about like right here. You can see it from here. You just have to jump forward. You have to go on this lineup, jump forward, and kind of going through. Just kind of jump like make sure on that stud, and then you'll get your button. See right there, and then you have to jump down to floor 5 right after the spinner. So it's like right after you don't need to go on anymore. So you want to jump down to 6. So you can timely jump right after the spinner so you don't have to do it. You'll see this. You have to jump kind of like to this highest point right after the spinner. And then you can go on and see. Spinner doesn't affect you like right there. It's like right after. And then you have this gameplay. Now this is when I'd recommend doing low graphics and low detail, ultra low detail. It's just so you can see this the easiest, even though I don't think it quite affects you. It actually doesn't seem to affect that much, so I'm just gonna... So, actually might want to use high graphics. I don't know. You can barely see no matter what you do, but you gotta wait for the spin pass. You have to jump onto this button. No, it's not a button. You have to jump down onto this, and you have to get the spinner to actually catch you. So you don't really want to jump. And then you want to get caught onto this thing. And then you go up and you simply get your button. So yeah, just use simple jumps. Jump onto the platform after that spinner goes past it, so you can get caught by the spinner, then go. And then you just have some simple stuff. And then you get to the location, which also has the president. I'm finding the president a lot. So that's the top contractual obligations location. Not too bad. Yeah, I do have to get to floor 7. So if you want to go for it. I would try to do that at least once. But yeah, that's location. To get to floor 7. It's top contractual obligations. It's that. But what's next is officially below difficulty. So that's every location and staying down to difficult. So now it's hard difficulty. So now the towers are actually rather easy, and these are the ones that you kind of want to do. So yeah. Also, I've been using this present a lot, so I'm already down to 9 those left. So yeah, Tower of Mirrored Heck. It's a peak card. It's got a few locations. So yeah, let's get to those locations, which yeah, I have to find those locations. All right, but yeah, let's do Tower of Mirrored Heck next. So let's go to that. Alright, we're in Tower of Mirrored Heck. So you want to get like to the end of floor 3 outside, kind of like right before that major area. Well, that's really where you have to get. So you want to get to there, and then you want to get like far, I don't know. Do the gameplay, don't do the gameplay. I'm going to do the gameplay because cool. So yeah, just kind of get to like this area. You'll see it. Basically, you just got to keep going. I don't know. Just keep going. But you have to kind of get to this corner right here. So I'd actually recommend doing the gameplay so you don't take too much damage. But you got to get all the way to this corner right here. The furthest corner that's possibly away from the tower frame at the end of 3 outside. Then you just got to jump down here. You'll see a little bit of a platform. It's like right before the corner. About right there. and then you just go through. You'll be able to go through the wall. You'll spawn a push box, and you'll hit a button. Make sure the button and stuff so you can actually get out. You'll just climb up this truss, and they fall off. And then now you kind of have to get to the beginning of 3 outside. So you want to finish the outside. You want to do that legend. You want to get to the beginning of this outside, which can take a little bit of while, but it doesn't take too long though. It's just a matter of actually doing it. I went the wrong way. Yeah, this might take a while. I don't want to do it because I just want to kind of like show the entire location one sitting, because I don't want to have to do multiple cuts on this. This is like, after this it gets much easier. So yeah, at this point, these are locations you'd be more likely to do. You might likely do these locations because these are easier towers and shorter ones. I don't know about that though. And chances are you'll want to do these locations as they're rather easier to get to, and I likely recommend them more. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, that's just weird. I don't know. Yeah, you want to get to the beginning of 3 outside, so you kind of want to just get as close as you can to that beginning of 3 outside. Just kind of, I don't know, do what I'm doing so you can get there easier. And then you want to get to 3 outside, and you're going to notice a couple things change. You just got to do this. You just got to start doing the gameplay. But instead of going like across, you want to do the gameplay up to here. You'll see this push box section that's spawned. Look at that. So you have to do this invisible gameplay right here. It's not invisible. It's really visible. And then you have to do this like push box. It's not too difficult. It's easy. Just don't make it fall off because you'll have to get the thing again and you kind of have to do that. So you could probably do a skip right there, but yeah. The present location's in here, so you're like really close to it at this point, so really try not to fail this. You gotta carefully try to get it across, and really be careful. At the very end. You can lose it just like that, because if it falls on those spots, you're kind of done for. You're actually not done for. It actually doesn't really matter. But yeah, you gotta get this. Once you get it, you just want to simply go over here. You'll see that. I want to check to make sure it is. You'll see this right here. You just want to jump down to it. And there's your present location. Not too difficult location. And yeah, then to get out, you just gotta knock it out. I don't know. You're kind of screwed, but you can do a little bit of wall hop skip to save it. Looks like you can save, but let's do wall hop skip. Nice. You can do that wall hop save. I'd recommend trying to do that because, well, you don't have to redo 3 floors of gameplay. So yeah. Anyways, we gotta go all the way to floor 10 now for the second location. So it's gonna be a while. So yeah, meet you at floor 10. Alright, so on floor 10 of this, and this is not my first attempt here because, yeah, overall this location is taking me a really long time to do. But yeah. Anyways, you want to get like pretty much past all the purest gameplay on 10. You want to get to the very, very end, pretty much to this last ball. And you want to go approximately 27 studs away from this. You want to align 27 studs away from this. This is stud one, by the way. So you want to be 27 studs away. And then you kind of want to jump forward. You could be like around then. I'd recommend not going below 26 studs away because you might hit the frame. So it'll be like 27 to like 29 studs away. And yeah, by the way, the end's literally like right there. So yeah, it's really close. You can see like around that time, you can see like there's a very faint stuff in the wall. And I recommend going on to graphics 1 for this because you can very easily see it. You can see it much easier as like it's different studded. You can see just there's a really big difference overall. So yeah, you just want to jump to there. And then you can go back to graphics 10, but I recommend going down to graphics 1 after a little bit. So yeah, you want to hit this button, then you have all this gameplay to do. And it's very punishing. Especially when you got in here as you'll hit your present and the present location spawn, which seems to have the present. So yeah, you want to do this very, like, it's not too difficult gameplay, but it's very punishing. So it's very, very stressful. So you want to do this. And then now it gets confusing. So you want to go to, oh, why am I in full screen? Oh, I gotta check to make sure I'm recording because, yeah. You want to get to kind of like graphics 1, and then you want to align up at the very edge of this. You want to align towards this right here at the very edge, and then you just kind of want to go forward. And then you can go back to graphics 10 now. But yeah, you want to be very careful of the part I failed it. And then you want to get towards the edge of this and then just jump forward. Make sure, and then you have this like gameplay over kill bricks. You don't have to do it, but you can do it. And then you have some falling platforms. Just go for a while. Once you get to this wall, you're safe. And then you have these like wraparound and stuff. And then you have 3 more falling platforms. You go over here. And then you wrap to this. And at this point you have 1, so just a line. And then just do them. Please treat them like really long jumps. Especially for the ones that are kind of long. Because if you fall, you have to restart everything. And then you have some platforms. And then you get to the location. So yeah. I recommend only doing location like once or twice. It's a very punishing location. It's just a ton of work. So I recommend doing it a couple times, but yeah. It's just kind of like discovering all the locations so you can find this in this present. Hopefully you already found it. So yeah. If you want to get back, like let's say you do the present, you're like, I don't want to get back now. So get the present location, check out the nice view of zone 1. You just go over here, go back to here, you get teleported back to the end of 10 pretty much. And yeah, that's the second location. You don't want to know how long it took me for that. Oops. Yeah, it took me an embarrassingly a lot of time to get there. It's my second attempt. It took me like an hour. Pretty much. Yeah, I'm done with this tower. I don't want to see this ever again. The location took really long, so yeah. Now this stuff's gonna get really easy. We have Tower of Peace next, which I believe only has 1 location. Yeah, it's got 1 location, so yeah. It takes a while, so I'm gonna cut to when I get there, so yeah. Let's do Tower of Peace now. So see you in Tower of Peace. Peace. I had to do that. I felt obligated to. My impulse control. Alright, so you want to get to about like floor 3 Tower of Peace, like right beforehand. You want to get to kind of like this right here. And the reason why is because when you go through, you go here and you'll see that right there. You kind of have to go down there, so you just want to do this gameplay, hopefully not go through the wall. Just want to do this. You want to get a very specific button. So right after you do all this, instead of going on the gameplay, you just want to go over here. Or you want to jump up, as you see. So there, it's probably easier to see on the lowest graphics. Yeah, it's much easier to see on the lower graphics. You see, you just got to go through this area right here. You get a special button, which is very important because now you got to go all the way to floor 6. So yeah, you have to go quite a bit far, but not too bad. So let's go to floor 6 now. Alright, we're on floor 6 outside. So what you want to do is you want to go onto this conveyor on floor 6 outside. You want to just press space. Just press space lightly. So you carefully go across. And just go until you see a little bit of a platform. It's right before you start going up too, so you just want to go on that platform, and because you hit that button, it's actually collidable. And doing that will cause you to get the present button, which unlocks what you need. So now you just have to simply get to that outside. So yeah, oh, by the way, when you don't this, you just go on the simple platform back, you just go on this, and you ride, and then you do that. So yeah, that's the second part of trying to get this present. I don't know what to say. So yeah, I'll meet you guys at the outside where the present's located. And that'll conclude the location for this. Yeah, by the way, this tower only has 1 location, so keep that in mind. So I'll see you there. Yeah. Alright, on floor 8 outside. I think I said floor 8 outside. If I said floor 7 outside, my bad. So yeah. You just have floor 7 outside. Don't feel it. It's not as bad as it used to be. They made the 1 jump easier, just like in Tower of Shattered Dreams. I don't really remember when that happened. So yeah. Just gotta do this. Just do these jumps forward. You can do them like, you can do these sphere jumps like this. They're not too bad. Just do them like this. Yeah, this location's not that bad. I definitely go for this to do it. It doesn't take this long. It's just I was just not being good at the game at all. When you do that, you just pretty much do that. This is a location I actually recommend. Well, it's an easier tower. Oh, so I missed it. So yeah, you want to get to this one, this sphere right here. You want to get towards the present location. You'll see the sex pusher spawn in. Simply go there, get your location. I don't know, get the present if it's there. If it's not there, it's not there. But it's worth checking. It's easy to check. So yeah, if it is there, or there's present, yeah, which is also easy to check because, yeah, just simply go there, and then when you go out, you'll see next pusher going back. So yeah, simple location. I'd recommend going for it. So yeah, now that that's done, we are now on to the beginner towers. Finally, yeah, this is taking me a long time. It's not really going very well for me. It took me like an hour. It took me an hour and a half to get to the location we have to go. We have to get to floor 10 on Tower of Mirror Tech. Legit, yeah, it took me an hour and a half to get there, even though I've beaten it like a couple times. So yeah, beginner towers over. It's quite far. So we have Tower of Hand Sweating, Tower of Atlantic Depths, Tower of Peaceful Happiness and Tranquility, and Tower of Zero Disturbances. The four towers. These are the locations that you're likely going to use unless a couple of them are really bad. Then we got to go all the way over here, right over there. And yeah, so got the last hard difficulty tower, and then pretty much everything. Yeah, I'm running out of things to say, so let's do the Tower of Hand Sweating locations, and I think there's more than one this time, so let's do that. Alright, so Tower of Hand Sweating has two locations. First one, you gotta get to floor 5, and then you wanna get the red button. So you gotta do the methods to get to the red button. You don't need any other buttons, just get to the red button. Just kind of do that, I don't know. Do the route I'm doing and you'll get to the red button. Once you get the red button, then you gotta go all the way to floor 2 outside. So you gotta jump down here, then jump down here, and then jump down here. And then you'll see that right there. It's unlocked because of the red button. You probably saw it initially, like trying to get to floor 5. You saw that, and, oh, it was red. And now that you hit a red button, unlocked it. So you just do this, hit the present, then you gotta go all the way over here. It's not difficulty, but you'll see that this present location unlocked. You just gotta walk all the way to the present location. You'll see this little vine. The little vine. It's barely visible, but it's just kind of like walk where I went. And then you just get to go up here. And then you go around this wall and you get your present location. So yeah, pretty simple location, just so that when you get the present, you just kind of have to go that way. Just go from there to there and we get to go. And then you can kind of just take this invisible path all the way down. As you're noticing, I'm not taking you to the second location. That's because to get to the other location, it's rather close. And the reason why I'm doing it in this order is because where this other location is, it's interesting. You kind of have to go to the lobby without resetting. You're going to the lobby from Tower of Hand Sweating. You'll see in a second. So you have to get to this outside on floor 2, the second outside on floor 2. You'll see it normally. You see this red conveyor. You will have to go on that red conveyor. So go on this red conveyor. You'll get sent all the way to the lobby. Now you have to do one thing before getting this. You see this little area right here? You have to get a button from there. So you just gotta walk all the way over here. And then you can achieve a button. This just unlocks the present location. So now you gotta go pretty much follow what I do. So you just kind of have to get to the main lobby area without resetting it. Just do that. It doesn't take that long. And then you kind of have to walk all the way to Tower of Hand Sweating, but you have to do a couple different things at the very end. You see this block, you have to get right there. So what you have to do is you have to go all the way over here, and then you can go on top. You can't really climb up there, it's too high of a wall. So you just have to climb up through this way, keep going, do a little bit of a lag high jump. You could probably just jump off there. You gotta walk all the way around. Eventually, you'll be able to get to here, which gets you present locations. So those are the two present locations. Yeah, that's why I showed the location a specific way. Anyways, those are the two locations. Now we get to go to the medium tower, Tower of Atlantic Depth. Let's go to those locations now. Alright, so for the first location, you gotta get to like floor 7. You have to get to these things, except you see that? Yeah, you gotta jump on top of this pink pillar thing. It's on floor 7, it's pretty much at the beginning, right past those things. Then you're going up here on this part, you'll see this. You have to go from left to right order, so you gotta put in the colors. So pink, yellow, blue, terrifying difficulty color. I think it's cyan. I don't know. Then you have green, red. So those are the colors in that order. And now you gotta get all the way to floor 9. So you got to get to a specific spot on floor 9, which I'll show you. But yeah, I want to show you the present location. It it's like early on. No, it's up there, but you'll see. So you got to do this section like any normal person would. Oh, I'm a normal person too, so there's no argument with that. So yeah, you got to do this section, and you'll see the location. It's like it's up there, but you have to do like one thing before that. So you want to put all those colors in. You want to keep them in the chat. Don't hit enter. I don't understand what's the point of hitting enter. You can keep it in the chat without having hit enter. I don't know why people hit enter, to be honest. So yeah, you just gotta do this. You have to get to like floor 9. You know that spot with like the one stud colors. You gotta get there. So basically, you just have to do the simple gameplay. I think we're already there. No, we're close though. Yeah, you gotta get one floor before the winning floor, pretty much. You're essentially beating the tower. So these locations aren't that bad. They're worth doing, but you might want to guide. So yeah, you want to get to this area, and you gotta click these. So you got to click. No, we gotta stay up here because of the yellow. So you gotta click pink, yellow, blue. You have to go over here to click cyan, and then you click green and red. And by doing that, you unlock something. You just have to go all the way down here, and the location's unlocked. That's simple. You just go down here. You gotta go down here, and you'll see the locations right there, and the present's right here. That's cool. Anyways, yeah, that's the first location. You can do it if you want. It does take a little bit of guessing though, but that's alright. And now we gotta go all the way down to 4-3 for the second location. So let's find our way down to 4-3. So we gotta do some major progress loss right here. It's not too bad. So you want to get to this like seaweed thing, and you want to get down to the second section of it. You have to find this specific one right here. So you pass those and you get to this one. You want to find this specific one. It's the furthest away from that one. You'll notice underneath there's a button. Gotta hit that one. And then you want to get over to the second one, which you do that. And then you find 2 more buttons. Also, you'll see this right here. That just shows that you need 3 buttons to get a button, which unlocks the locations. You have to find 2 more. The first one's like kind of like it's the closest seaweed to here. It's the closest seaweed to this one and there. So you just go underneath. You can also look underneath all of them to find it, and you'll find the third one is a bit higher up. So you just have to go up this to find your way up. Seem to not be able to do that right now. You just gotta find your way up so you can get to right here, and then you get that, and then you get your third button. So, oops, did not mean to do that. Meant to check if I was recording, and I am. So yeah, you just gotta go on this. You'll go on the outside. You'll see your 3 buttons, and then you have to do this gameplay, which is very low. So you gotta lose all that. So I recommend going on low graphics. See, why am I lagging so much? This is unheard of lag. Alright, we're good. So you want to just be able to see, it doesn't seem that graphics one does much, so just kind of like hope for the best. So just be very careful. Yeah, by the way, there's falling platforms on this. Yeah, I was supposed to hit that. But yeah, once you hit that button, you're supposed to go inside of here. And then you can just like go in some, like you can go to like here or something. But yeah, I'll actually get the button this time. Alright, let's not fail that again. So yeah, you just want to like, after you pass those, all the 4x4s fall. All of them. So you just have to keep going. Eventually get the button, so just keep going. Stand right here. And once you get the button, then you want to go down and you can go back in through there. And once you go through there, you'll actually be able to get to your location. So yeah, when you don't fail that somehow, you go back in here, you go in this, and then you just kind of look around until you can find a mysterious entrance, which is this green blob right here. I don't know, this green block. You kind of want to go in between this. You'll go in, you'll get your present location. Yeah, I found both the present in both of the locations. So yeah, you find it in here. Just kind of go to there. You'll find it. So yeah, That's Tower of Atlantic. So those 2 locations. I recommend finding them. They're pretty easy to find and they pretty quick, especially the floor 1 location. That one takes some really short time to do. So yeah. Alright, now let's get into the easy difficulties. We've got Tower of Peaceful Happiness and Tranquility and Tower of Zero Disturbances. So let's do Tower of Peaceful Happiness and Tranquility next. So let's do that. Alright, so in Tower of Peaceful Happiness and Tranquility, there's only 1 location, but it's kind of a convoluted one. Had to move there. Alright, so you gotta get in floor 2, you have to get like about right here. You'll see a button and you just have to kind of do that. You just do this and then just immediately go there. So it's like halfway point. After that, you kind of have to get to floor 4, which is up there. You see, like, it looks like a present location. It's not. Even though it is. Even though it isn't. You'll see. So you gotta get all the way up to here, and then you just have to kind of keep going. I mean, it's not a present location. I mean, it is, but it also isn't. Yeah, so you just have to do floor 3 and then floor 4, and then you're pretty much there. I'm just gonna do this all in one sitting because why not? So you gotta do floor 3. Floor 3 is rather easy. Floor takes approximately 27.832041976 negative 3.412722384 seconds. So yeah, I took way too long trying to say that number. Just gotta do this. I kind of forgot how to do this tower. I haven't touched it since I kind of beat it. Well, I mean, I've touched it for monthly challenges, but other than that, I'm only gonna really touch the tower to beat it. You're probably only gonna play these towers just to beat them a couple times because you want to unlock the other zones, but it's kind of useless because people are getting better and better at the game. So people are just kind of not touching these towers. There's kind of becoming too many towers in the game, but it's also a good thing that there's a ton of towers in the game. Alright, we're pretty much at floor 4 now, so you want to get to the present location. Which is a present location, I don't. Alright, we're at the text now, so you gotta find this like little ball thing. You have to go all the way over here. You'll see it's about right there. You gotta hit it. And then it moves all the way over there, so you gotta walk all the way back to here. You gotta hit it again. And then you have to hit it again. It moves backwards. Moves back to here. Goes to here. And then you have to go all the way down. You gotta be on the lookout because you gotta find it. And then you can just jump here. So it is a present location. I don't know why I was saying it wasn't a present location, even though it was. I don't know why I said there's only one location. There's clearly 2. So yeah, that's the first location in this tower. It's definitely worth getting, but you do have to play that little ball game. Overall, it's a worth location. You can find the present there nice and easily. And then now we gotta go all the way to floor 9 for the second location. Yay. When I said floor 9, I lied. I meant floor. Yeah, I am like all over the place with this. I said there's only 1 location. There's actually 2, and I knew that there's 2. And I said you gotta get floor 9, even though this is clearly floor 8. But yeah, that's the second first location. It's at the end of 10. But you gotta get 8. You gotta find these falling platforms. So you want to get on the very outer side on the right. Just want to keep going until you get to the last one. You just want to jump to the right, just like that. So you just want to go out, go all the way to the right, and then just jump on this last one. And then unlock a present button, which unlocks the location for floor 10. As if you go all the way there, as you see, it's unlocked. And it also appears to have the present. So now you pretty much gotta get to the frame of floor 10 because you have to do a little bit of an obby to get there. But it's easiest difficulty in the entire game. So yeah, let's see how long floor is. Yeah, we're gonna meet you there. So I'll see you on the frame or the end of 10, something like that. Okay, so we're pretty much on the frame. So what you want to do is instead of like doing the final stretch, this are because yes, there's an easy tower that has a final stretch in 2019. Instead of that, you just want to simply go all the way around, and the present did despawn. Also lost internet connection too. So yeah, instead of going there, you just want to kind of go around the frame until you see this gameplay, and then you just want to do the gameplay. It's very easy. Just don't fail it because it's very punishing gameplay. So please don't fail. Otherwise, you're gonna have to redo the entire time. So this location is very easy, and it takes like 7 minutes to do if you know how to get there, but like 10 minutes if you don't know, because you'll probably figure it out eventually, right? Right. Yeah, it's very easy. Oh, that jumps kind of far. So yeah, you get this button, And hitting that button just allows you to get to the win pad. So yeah, that's the second location in Tower of Peaceful Happiness and Tranquility. So yeah, now there's just 2 locations left. The 2 that are in Tower of Zero Disturbances. So yeah, we got 2 locations left, and that's every single location in Zone 1. So unless I missed some, then please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, we're going to do the last 2 locations, which are located in Tower of Zero Disturbances. So yeah, let's do those. Alright, so you want to get to like 4 outside, but I want to show this real quick. You'll see this. That's where you need to get to your present button to unlock the location. But in order to do that, you got to hit a specific button first, which is on for 4. So you have to do this, all this gameplay. And by the way, you never really have to leave this floor because the present location is literally right there. So you want to do this, you got to get this button right here, just dodge the kill bricks. You want to hit this button, as you see, there's a question mark, which indicates you have to go back to the outside. I had to mute there for a second. I had to clear my throat. So you just have to kind of do this outside again, except you just have to retreat back. It's very easy gameplay, so if you fail, don't worry. So as you see, it's unlocked, so you just get to go this way, and you get to get your present button. And then you get to go back. So yeah, it is slightly visible, so you actually know where to go. And yeah, now when you get back to floor 4, you have to stay on the floor. You have to go between this 2 area, like on this side of the frame where the location is. You just got to go through here. You just gotta go across this wall, and then you go through, and you get your present location, which actually has the present. Let's go. Also, that is the exact same color. That kind of looks like an arrow or beam. That looks like this tower. Maybe they got inspiration from that. So yeah, that's this present. Now let's get to the final location, which is on floor 10, but who knows, there could be present buttons before then. Maybe or maybe not. But because that present location is wrapped, there's something we gotta do to unlock it. So let's unlock the last and final location. Alright, time for the last location of every location's own one. So out of all locations, we got one final one. So you gotta get to Flan, you gotta get this morpher. You have to do here. You want to get to this specific wrapper here. It's after this. It's after like the first morpher you see. You'll notice it's really close. You'll see this wrap-around thing. You just want to simply wrap around. You want to hit the morpher and make sure you hit that morpher. And now you want to continue on to the end of floor 10. So you just gotta do this normally. Just do this how you normally would until floor 10. I'm gonna do this all in one take because I want this to be my last thing that I have to record because I want to be done with finding these present locations. No, I liked the present locations. Put your opinions on what you think the present locations were, whether you like them or not. I like them. I like the puzzle things. I feel like, I don't know, maybe it could be slightly better. By the way, this isn't unlocked yet because you got to get a special button right there. That's why you kind of have to get to the very end of floor 10. So yeah. Present locations, I think they're pretty cool. They're definitely worth doing. Present of Shy Presents probably is going to take a while, so if you get really unlucky, good luck. Also, it's like you kind of need a guide for most of these just because it's like some of them can be like really difficult to find without. So yeah. Well, I like them, and yeah. Now we're kind of on to our last location, which is coming up real quick. So yeah. Let's do that, and then let's end this off. So what you want to do is you want to get to like this location. You want to get to the final X pusher of floor 10 after getting that morph from floor 9. You got to push this to the right, push this to the left. You see that invisible button right there? You want to hit that, and you see that's going to get stuck. That's going to unlock the location. So now you want to get all the way back. You want to jump onto the frame. You can get your last location, and would you look at that? That is a great ending. That is a beautiful ending to this. So yeah, that's every single location in Zone. Unless I missed some, please put in the comments. So yeah, out of all those locations, you can find this present. Well, you can find this present pretty much anywhere, but basically, you just gotta get someone to give it to you. Just drop it and you pick it up. But likely, you're gonna find this out of all those locations in this video. But you can find this, which I have seemed to found at the very end. That's pretty amazing. yeah, that's the first time I've genuinely found it. So if I was like making this, like, God, that person in Ring 1 didn't give away the location of this, now I would finally be discovering it. So yeah, you can find these 3 presents in this zone. I hope this guy do so. I will link all the Ring 1 locations in the description, and on the Ring 1 video, I will link this in the description. So yeah, I'll see you next time for whatever. So hope this is useful. See you next time.